What's up? Welcome back to the channel, man. Oh man, I've been so busy, y'all. I tried to get one in for y'all yesterday. I had too much going on, but I'm here today. Been a lot going on. We got ASAP Rocky, and I listened to his album yesterday actually while I was driving around trying to knock out some of the errands I had to run. And it's the usual stuff with Rocky as far as I'm concerned. He has some songs I liked. Then he has some joints on there. I'm like, skip. I ain't gonna lie. I seen some people saying no skips. There's a couple for me, but overall, it was pretty good. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about J. Cole. J. Cole has been really the topic of discussion now. Rocky did throw some shots on one of his tracks, which is to be expected. But everybody been waiting for Cole. And in this clip, we're gonna be reacting to Joe Budden podcast and them talking about the album and all of that. And there's been a lot said, man. I even seen Charles Brown video. He was talking about the comment section and how J. Cole fans is talking spicy, getting real sassy. Hey, what you expect? But we know what you did last summer, Cole. We know what you did last summer. Having said that, though, I'm not gonna lie. I am gonna listen to the album and this song he dropped. What was it? Disc 2, track 2, or something like that. It was all right. But we still not gonna forget what you did last summer. And there's a lot going into that. I do want to point out some things during this video though, because there's a lot of comparisons and contrasts between like Cole, a lot of the other artists who dropped, and even when we talk about Drake and the highly anticipated Iceman album. There's a lot of things we got to talk about. So let's get into this clip, man.
New Cole, this came out the other night on the promo. The promo was different, then this came out.
Yeah.
Either way, disc 2, track 2 sounds like a double disc.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Unless he's just the biggest troll ever.
Could be, but I doubt it.
I doubt it.
I think he's doing double disc.
I do too.
First thoughts when you guys heard this?
Up to this point? Or
yeah, up to this point. Not the whole breakdown, just up to this point.
I'm just up to this point. I said, okay, he's doing a rewind. That was it. I didn't have no, let me see how we do it.
So you picked that up in the first.
Because he says I start from the
reverse.
Yeah, you can hear from there.
Got it.
I ain't gonna lie. I only really knew what it was because I had listened to some other people talking about it at first. So by the time I listened to the song, I kind of already knew that. But I don't know if I would have caught on to it the first listen either. But, you know, if you're one of those ones who did, congratulations. Congratulations. We got to talk about, too, the fact that this album, and say doing a double disc, so this Cole's way of being like, hey, man, I ain't just coming with the regular type of album, right? I'm raising the stakes. I got a lot to say. We'll see how it go. I feel like you got to put some pretty good content to hold people's attention, especially those who may have had their perception of him change, but are still willing to give it a go. You know what I mean?
I got it.
See, I was thinking about I was like, all right, he's not trying to make a single. Like, I was thinking like he's just rapping. Like as a Cole fan, this is what you want to hear. He's not chasing a hit. He's not trying to, you know what I mean? This is just vintage Cole, and I loved it. That's what I was thinking, actually. Just from the flow and from the production. Or quick.
Same rhyme scheme, the whole record with the story. That's what the first thing I heard was the rhyme scheme.
I didn't catch that until
I had walked away from the phone and went to like my closet or something, and when I came back, he was still on the rhyme. I said, no, he did not. This guy's fucking ignorant.
Yeah,
that's tough to.
Yeah. You can't deny the talent, bro. You can't deny the talent. This is why I said in my last video, even though Cole backed out that battle, I still give him more credit than Drake. Because just look at the skill involved in crafting that song and how he started from his death back to his birth and everything in between. And don't get me wrong, it's not the first time someone's done it, but I mean, honestly, he put it together masterfully, I think, and it was engaging. It captured your attention, and it made you want to listen, right? I think this is what sets him apart from, you know, rappers like Drake. It's the superficial shit, man. I don't care what you Drake fans say, bro. He can't do these things that a Cole or a Kendrick or anybody like that can do on his own. And we also going to talk about, as we go through this, just his rollout. the professionalism when it comes to the rollout. Because look, everybody's talking about the Iceman and how that rollout's been being bungled, right? But look how professional rollouts like the clips have been. How this one, okay, let's think about Cole. Boom. You get this you can call it a trailer, a snippet, whatever. He's washing his car, doing this and that. You hear a little snippet, right? Now that makes you want to, oh man, I wonder what that is, right? Boom, he comes out, he drops the song. And at the end of that song, another little snippet. Boom. So now it makes you what's next? That's what I was talking about in my last video, right? When I was talking about Drake and the Iceman rollout, there was no element of that. All these people talking about he's holding on to his songs and this and that. So saying that to say, because this ain't a Drake video, but we have to put it in, we have to add him to the conversation because we've had an album from one guy who separated himself from the big three, Kendrick. Now we got an album coming from another guy, Cole, who was a member of the big three. And we still waiting on the final guy, all right? The last dude. So far, these two have still, despite everything, shown that they are cut above him.
Do.
Yeah, the first thought I heard, we were in the studio, we stopped to play, and it was, oh, we got to listen to that again. Because it was clearly a story I didn't pick up on the rewind shit on the first listen.
I didn't either.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't
Not
either.
right off the rip. I was just vibing. I wasn't analyzing right off
Yeah.
the rip. When I first listened to a record, I'm not thinking about what's happening. I'm just vibing.
Yeah.
See, it depends on who it is. Like with him, I know he's usually talking in his songs. So
Yeah.
I'm listening.
I can dig it.
And I was like, okay.
Yeah, I do that with everybody.
Am I overreacting?
No, you're
No.
not. Nope, you're not.
I didn't think I was either.
You're not so-called.
Yeah.
Yeah. You put that in there for a reason.
Parks, tell us we're wrong.
Now, right here, I cut out some of the filler in this, but right here, because they was listening to the song as they went through, they're talking about when he said his so-called hero. So they think he's showing shots at Jay. I don't think so. I think more so it's part of a mindset he had as he was coming up. Because you got to remember, he's speaking in reverse. So if you're looking at it going forward, you're like, as an up-and-coming artist, who he's looking at, you can have someone who's a hero that you still idolize but want to be better than, right? Like they can't have that spot forever. So I'm not sure it was a shot. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that line, though.
The reason.
Bring it back. I missed it.
Gotcha.
I'm signing my
Now
hero.
signed to my hero, one of the so-called.
Y'all think that's a shot?
One of them so-called kings that I'm
The so-called
want to
part.
usurp.
I don't know. I feel like that's a rhyme scheme thing.
Yeah, you gotta find.
What
And it's a
did
play
so-
on,
you gotta find two
It's a
other
play on his
syllables.
words because ain't no other kings of this rap thing. Them siblings.
That's a Biggie line.
But it's a play.
Okay.
Tying it with that.
Wait, where did that come from? I don't get it.
Aki.
He's used that
Find
as
two
well.
other syllables.
Hov has used that line.
Right, he know a lot of words. He could pick something
Yeah,
different.
find two other. I'm
He
repeating
know
that.
we gonna be doing this when we
tying
say-
it to that.
Yeah. All right, now I got you.
Hey, yo,
You can't
dog,
talk about usurping kings.
If
after
you are
stepping out.
gifted enough to do what he just did, you can find two other words instead of so-called right there.
In what world
Come
is
on,
so-called
Yeah.
not?
A shot.
I'm down to be reaching.
You so-called engineer.
but
No,
also,
let's
but
not forget
wait,
the word usurp.
yeah.
That's to me, it's the
That is
so-called
true,
and the
too.
usurp together.
He's
See,
right.
usurp, I didn't pay no mind because on some rapper shit, we all have to.
You should usurp.
We should usurp.
Yeah.
Not after you
But
just
yeah, the combination,
Yeah,
right?
it's-
I'm
Yeah.
combination.
Hearing them chirps and they
Rolling. So you didn't have to so-called.
You didn't have to.
You ain't have to so-called.
And wait, before we do this, let me let y'all know that for me, in my head, top of the conspiracy list is I wish I knew what was going on between J. Cole and Jay-Z. I've been saying that forever.
Yeah.
These are two brothers that are holding it down in terms of
Hey, y'all think something going on between J. Cole and Jay-Z? I don't know about that. I know Jay been cozying up to Kenny lately, right? I don't know, man. Maybe there is. Maybe Cole don't like that. All right. But yeah, I think it's just time and people just kind of go their own separate ways. But not sure they got any beef though. But you never know.
whatever happened.
Yeah, solid is solid.
It could be nothing happened, but boy, are they holding it down. And boy, do I wish they would stop.
But that's the dope. But that's the dope shit. Let's say nothing happened. You wouldn't know, and that's how it's supposed to be.
I don't know if anything happened. It might just be every rapper starts off wanting to be signed to someone, and then once they start getting a lot of money and accolades and all that shit, they no longer want to be there. The guy that signed the dude don't want to let you go because you're making me a lot of fucking money. I don't think it's really that deep. I don't think it's probably venom, but they probably had a butting of heads at some level. I wouldn't be surprised if they did anyway. It happens every single time.
That does happen. I agree with that part, but I also look at like just the lack of them doing shit together. I think that could play into it.
Well, they both got
If
stuff
I'm Cole,
going
I'm signed to you. I'm your understudy. I'm the XYZ. And come on, nothing really.
They did when he was still signed to him, but they haven't since he hasn't been signed to him. So
They
at
did
that point,
very minimal.
And both
Very minimal.
But even back then, it was very minimal.
he had him on. Hove had him on his album. That's a big deal, and he was on fucking his first single.
Yeah.
That's a big deal. They did work.
Yeah, but so even when he was signed to him,
What
it still
song
was
you talking about? You talking about back in the day?
Yes.
Oh, nigga.
He's saying that they never did
No, I didn't say
They-
never.
they
I
did
did not say.
minimal.
I said minimal shit.
But it's not minimal if you're. Hove don't have many features on his albums, really.
I'm not saying that those earlier
I'm just saying
features
it could all
weren't
tie.
minimal. They
It
were
could all
very
tie.
important in whatever plan that they had going.
Correct. And they worked.
I just feel like if you saw the backstage shit or whatever doc that was where Hov was like the boy eating the cereal, like if your story starts from there and then you find this dope ass kid from North Carolina, y'all break all types of boundaries, y'all sell all of these, y'all do it, y'all do it, even if mutually beneficial is what I'm saying for both. For both of them.
Yeah.
Whenever it ends, that's what I be saying, yo. When any business relationship ends, if it was mutually beneficial and we all happy,
There should be no bad
let's
blood.
go our separate ways. But yo, let me buy you a drink when I see you in the club.
absolutely.
Let me put an ad lib on something. Send me a record. Let me hear it. Like.
You know it
Hov
don't
seem
really
closer to Pusha T.
You know
But
it don't work that way very often.
But
I know,
But bigger
and
than that,
I guess I'm just disappointed. That's all.
Yeah.
But bigger than that, they both are so quiet and mysterious that could be happening, and we would still
never
be
know.
none the wiser.
That's true.
He might have sent this nigga the whole album like, "Yo, I honor your opinion. Let me know what you think." We would never know because they both carry it like that.
That's valid.
Very true.
Until they hit a booth. Well, not Cole. Cole be holding it down. Cole be holding it down. Jay-Z, if this is something,
We'll know.
we will. This will not be the last time we've heard about so-called.
But now I'm thinking about this again. When he's telling
This
us,
is gonna be like when he did that. I'm sorry, Mark.
No,
This is
go
gonna be like when he did that. What was that? Birdman or somebody said some shit.
Oh,
then
Baby
his
Money.
house, and then she started talking about the art in the house.
Yeah, but J. Cole be throwing shots at anybody at this point. Y'all really think he is? Like at this point, bro. Now also, you do gotta be able to let the man tell his story and how he feels without necessarily taking it as him throwing shots, because him telling the story might just be seeming like that, right? It won't be not necessarily like he won't smoke with somebody. It's just part of, because people, you can't say you want to hear what Cole thinks about the battle, what Cole thinks about this, that, and the other, and when he say it, like, oh, he can't be saying that, or he can't be throwing shots, or he can't be thinking this way. That's part of his story. Then he can, right? I guess you can have your opinion on how you feel about it, but that's probably going to be part of the story. I'm not too sure though that these guys are on anything here. I think they just kind of spitball and shit.
And you got repoed and nobody knew nothing. It's like, yeah, it's good. Maybe I'm doing some fan obsessive shit right now.
I'm thinking about this thing also. He's telling the story backwards, right? So at what life stage is it when he's saying so-called kings?
He said, "I'm signed to my hero."
To my hero.
So I mean,
so-called.
So is he just saying? I'm trying to give him look at it more
No,
generously.
if he
now.
was already your hero, then he was not so-called.
No. What I'm saying is though, is he just saying as a young hungry rapper, I was trying to take everybody down.
There's no point in J. Cole's rap life that Hov was so-called.
I mean, Hov ain't so-called to nobody, but I'm just saying like.
Well, he might know he was so-called in the 90s.
In the 97,
I'm talking about
98,
Cole, like, I'm sorry.
99.
When he said Biggie, Jay-Z, or Nas, it was so-called. It was a fight going on.
Yeah, but that was where I'm from. That's like you said, that's the 90s. But I'm talking about when Cole came out. I'm just saying, is he being self-critical? Like, yeah, I was a young, cocky dude that thought I was calling him so-called back then. I don't really feel, that's what I'm saying.
That's nice. That's a nice angle that
can't
my
say-
brain would have never came up with.
But you can't say that and say he's already my hero. If he's already your hero, he's no longer so-called.
Well, unless you think you the king. See what I'm saying? Like, I'm about to etch his name out. Taking it back to the where I'm from reference, right?
I'm not mad at that.
I'm just saying it's another
I
way
don't
to
know
think
if that's
about
what it was, but Let's keep
I don't
going.
know. I know Cole's
That's why I
smart
love
enough
the
to know that so-called is going to
It's
have
gonna
people
raise the
thinking.
eyebrow.
That's
True, too.
He's too smart.
Yeah, I agree.
Of course, I agree with that. I'm just saying it might not be as ill as
Might
I
not,
thought when I
might
first
not.
heard it. Now that I'm thinking about the song.
And you know what? I'm going to give Jermaine Cole the benefit of the doubt because I have to factor in his last year and a half and his apology and how he feels about
You know
beef.
what?
He's one of the more mature guys out there. I'm not going to put that on him.
right.
That's for us sleazeballs.
That's what I'm saying.
That's for us.
I think he might be
I didn't think about
self-critical with
that.
that line.
I don't think he would do that.
He's not the
after-
one.
No, speak for yourself, Joe. Definitely that's for your sleazeball ass. But yeah, no, he's kind of making my point. I'm not sure Cole gonna be taking that route. But you never know. You never know. Maybe he's just gonna block out what he thinks that people thinks and just be himself, you know?
And coming out after that, after
To
the
throw
pulling back
shots
of the
at
trip,
Hov.
to throw a shot at Jay.
That's what I'm
just not
saying.
happening.
I think he might be
I don't
being
think so
self-critical right
either.
now.
Yeah.
I take it back.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I'm on bullshit.
Yeah.
All right. Parker's right. Fuck off.
Ends the moment I appear in a person.
You ain't even about to throw a shot on the rewind story.
Yeah,
track.
not
Like,
at all.
your brain is so gone on some deep, my kids, my
Strictly-
life in reflection,
Strictly rhymes.
the summation of shit. Yeah, I'm just nice. Like, I'm not doing this in the rewind track.
Yeah. Can't wait to hear whatever disc and track number that is in its entirety.
I like anybody that's showing their appreciation to all that Memphis get you rowdy shit, and J. Cole does it a lot.
Mixed with some mob.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mixed with some mob.
Question.
As serious as cancer.
Double disc. I think J. Cole is capable as anybody of making an amazing record, amazing album, and I think he will. I'm looking forward to this based on what I heard. But when you start talking about double discs, you raise the degree of difficulty considerably. I mean, I don't know, and I feel like
Yeah, man. Is this J. Cole's first double disc? Hold on. Yeah, this will be his first double disc. I ain't a huge J. Cole fan, but you know, Kendrick got one. That was Mr. Morale. Drake. What did Drake have? There was two. Was it Scorpion? Y'all let me know. So Kendrick and Drake already did double disc, right? But it'd be crazy if this is Cole's first one. So I guess he gotta catch up. He playing catch up at this point. Hopefully he can make it on par, you know. What Kendrick, because you gotta say, regardless of how you feel about Mr. Morale, that tour brought in over 100 milli, and it's great. It's gaining ground the more time goes on, and it's growing on people. So there's a lot to be said for that.
every major rapper who wants to be an all-timer does a double disc at least once. Hov did it, Nas did it, Pac did it, so forth and so. Biggie did it. Wu-Tang. That's actually one of the ones that I think worked.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there's only a few that I feel like are really classics. Double disc.
Biggie, Pac, and Wu.
Yeah, that's it.
Y'all got Wu Forever as a classic?
Although I don't think it's perfect by any sense of the imagination. Yes,
It's an elite double disc.
It's up there.
It's an elite double disc. Most people are like,
It ain't classic for me, but it's up there for me.
Could they have trimmed 3 or 4 songs off it and it would have been a more concise, better project? Absolutely.
Sure.
But I think its impact in time.
it's 4.5 mics for sure.
Yo, don't mic system me.
That's just how my brain works.
Oh my lord, that was horrible, man.
I'm old.
Yeah.
But the company excluded. Like I'm it's for me it's like a 4.5 range. But most people again like Blueprint 2 wasn't that.
No.
Nas didn't have that.
Blueprint 2 could have been an EP.
They actually went and did it.
Blueprint
No, I said
2.1 was
EP.
fly.
Oh,
He said EP. I think it was 10 songs. But anyway, like 2.1. But like
The first 5 songs are cover songs. Anyway,
Yeah, it's a lot of trash in it, but at least 10 good
Oh,
songs.
yeah,
But
definitely a Hov text.
Sorry,
I mean, shit, he knows it. He put out Blueprint 2.1 to fix it.
Yeah.
Anyway, point being, like most elite rappers have tried it, most don't make it there. So I'm just saying, does that scare y'all in terms of the fact that it's a double disc?
No.
Hell, and he had enough time. You know what I'm saying? Like all this time, you got more than enough time to make a double disc worth of some good music. For real, for real. It ain't like he dropped the album last year and he trying to come back to back with a double disc. He had enough time and he got more than enough content to talk about. I will say this too, though. The more I think about it, the fall off ain't J. Cole talking about, fault. I think it's more since you even thinking about this song, right? And how he rap about his life in reverse. I think he might be just saying, I didn't fall off. You know, people out here talking about this, that, and the other, calling me J Fold, and I fell off, and whatever it is that people say. So if you put it in context of that song, it would be the opposite of that, right? Like, no, I'm still in my prime.
I know.
No, I think if it's done right, and I would say leaning towards concise. If it's double disc, like 12 songs on each thing, I think it's fine. If you give me 20 songs on each disc, I feel like that you might be doing a lot.
That's too much.
Not just that, he hasn't been out in 2 years. Mad shit has happened. I think
he also said
he got a lot to talk about.
He also said in some of the promo that he's been working on this album for 10 years, so he's been putting some shit to the side.
And it's been teased as his final album. So if I'm going out, I think Cole could
swing for the fences.
Yeah,
I think he could do it. Final album.
I don't believe it, but I'm taking his word for now.
Sure,
I'll take it.
I'm assuming the best.
He's the one you could.
He might be the one that might.
He's the one that seemed like he just want to go mow lawn somewhere.
right.
I did all I needed to do in here.
I wouldn't be surprised that nigga be in a Peace Corps somewhere in Tanzania, helping. Like that's just what you wouldn't be shocked.
What else does he need to
You
accomplish?
just expect him to be on a bicycle.
He's on the bike now.
Down a highway.
On his Andre 3000 shit. Right? You just see him just pop up somewhere, just move around, out like it's nothing.
And I'm telling you, yo, this music business fame shit is really overrated when you're a part of it. Like,
yeah, I can see. Yeah,
and you just look at it from J. Cole's point. What else does he need to do in hip hop?
Yeah, and if he feel like being sassy with how y'all spoke to me this past year and a half, y'all think Drake is on some sassy? I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna remove myself from the scene and then watch how it is. What if J. Cole don't like how y'all was talking?
Possible, but he was teasing this before the battle royale.
Bet he wouldn't have added some songs.
Just a few. I'm sure. Just a tip. That's how I became a double disc.
Yeah, word. Yeah, that's what I was to say.
You know what?
So what's the date on this?
It's 2/6. 2/6, February 6th. So
we did.
What,
3 weeks.
3 weeks. Yeah,
3 weeks away.
Yeah, 3
New
weeks.
J. Cole.
3 weeks away. New J. Cole. Listen, J. Cole, he's not allowed to be sassy. I'm sorry, man. I'm with Charles Brown and a few others, man. When it comes to, I'll listen. I'm going to listen. I'm letting y'all know that now. And if it's good, it's good. But we know what you did last summer. and that count for something. That count for something. I don't care what you say. I don't care why it happened. That count for something. And I was listening to Charles Brown again. His video was like 39 minutes. I was actually going to react to that, but that's pretty long, man. That's pretty long. But he said some good stuff. Y'all should go check it out. But he was reading through the comments, and one of the things he pointed out is how these fans just want us to kind of they want to rewrite history too. They kind of like Drake fans in that respect. It's like, oh man, he just didn't want to be a part of the mess and this and that and the other. And we want us to forget the fact that, oh, hold up, J. Cole dropped the track. Hey, he engaged, bro. There's something to be. If he had never engaged, that would mean something, but he did. Look, let's listen to this clip real quick, because this says it all.
Fall Off is dropping February the 6th, 26th. Man, he put the teasers out today and will be a double disc project. I am very excited. I know you are a Cole stan like myself. It's about time, bro. It's about time.
So this is last one, right?
I hope not. Allegedly, this was at the end of the sheet. There's an album that got skipped, the one that was like It's a Boy or something like that. I don't know if we ever going to get that, consider what happened with the Drake shit, but I'm happy that my boy is back outside, man.
Yeah, I'm a Cole fan. It's about to be a good little springtime.
Very, very much so. It's been a while. The last time we heard Cole, we didn't like what we heard, man. He said he apologized, and we just said, forget that tape. I'm happy to go back,
was
bro.
really mad.
I was very disappointed. I understood why, and I understand why he did it, and I get it.
He said he didn't like a man like removing himself from an unnecessary beef.
Yeah, why he had to be in the beef?
Because, bro, it was deeper than that, bro. It was, you know what I'm saying? Us J. Cole fans have been championing that. He was number one for so long. My boy start popping his shit. Crazy verses, crazy features. Like, all right, my boy get his shine. And he was like, no, they got it. I'm like, fuck, man, we just got here.
I respect it more just because he put it into a street sense. Like, that ain't my
beef.
Like,
he was
Nah, see, and this is what I'm talking about. You see what they saying? They was disappointed, but he talking about, oh, I respect it more. This ain't my beef. No. If it ain't your beef, don't get involved in the first place. Again, I don't think you would have this level of, I don't even know what you would call it, but let's just say pushback, angst. you could say, right, this level of criticism, maybe that's a better word, criticism toward J. Cole about this whole thing, had he never dropped a diss track. Bro, you can't punch and run and say, oh, no, I ain't mean it like that. None of that matters. So that's why it counts for something. So you Cole fans who think like this and put this out there, we can't let y'all rewrite history, bro. No, he threw the first punch too. All right, and you might go back to like that, but Kenny said what he said and like that, and so Cole had to write the. All right, you look. Even if you go with that, even if you want to say that because of what Kendrick said and like that, Cole was within his rights to fire back. Cool, he did. But you don't get to back out and then use the excuse, oh, that wasn't my beef, to kind of clean up everything. No. You just don't say anything and you let it go. So, yeah, no, let's finish this one up.
100% right.
Yeah.
When y'all think Drake gonna drop though?
He should be dropping soon though.
Yeah, if you listen to everybody on the internet, they keep saying it every week now. I believe Iceman will probably come out sometime soon, but I ain't mad at it, man.
You know he can drop like Beyonce. Drake can drop tonight.
You still think he can drop like that?
No,
I mean, he can drop it anytime he wants, but do you think it's gonna get the same reception?
Yes, Drake is still. I'm selling out if I'm in your city.
Oh, that's Drake.
Yeah, Drake will never be a arena to amphitheater type of artist.
Hey, these dudes living in the Lulu land. Drake shit ain't getting the same reception, y'all. I'm sorry to tell y'all, but he's just not. And also, Drake about to be even under more pressure, and more pressure, and more pressure. and more pressure. Listen, you got GNX. We look, I know a lot of music drop, but we just gonna go with this. You got GNX. You got Let God Sort Them Out. You have hell, you even got ASAP Rocky. We'll see how that do. You'll have J. Cole, right? And then everything in between, you can call it filler, you can call what you want, but if you want, we can just stick with GNX, Let God Sort Them Out, and now J. Cole. Okay. And you got to assume J. Cole is going to do decent enough numbers, right? But numbers aside, quality. That's what we're looking for, quality. So let's just say Cole come out, double disc, quality. We already know what GNX did. We already know what Let God Sort Them Out did. We know what type of awards those works are up for. You know how much pressure that is going to be on the Iceman? Do you think the Iceman can withstand the heat and live up to it? Man, look. You dropping after these guys in this environment, after you already done stumbled and rumbled around, it ain't looking good for the boy, y'all. It ain't looking good for the boy. But we'll see how it go. Again, let me know, man, what y'all think. Y'all still so mad at Cole, y'all not gonna listen? And do you think we'll have to see when it drops? But let's just speculate. We'll speculate. Do you think the fall off will be better than Iceman? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.